Obviously, and it goes without saying, the original Donkey Kong is one of the most classic retro games of all time. Between this and Pac-Man, these two games started a revolution in gaming in the early 80s. And just like when a successful movie is released, sequels are usually not far behind. Whether good or bad, it's inevitable that a sequel will follow a successful game title. In the case of such a beloved game like the original Donkey Kong, when its predecessor, Donkey Kong Jr., was released, it was received with mixed reviews at best. Personally, I prefer the original Donkey Kong over Donkey Kong Jr., but today we're going to focus on another sequel that never gets talked about, and usually when it does, it's in the negative aspect. This is Donkey Kong 3, released for the Famicom, NES, and the arcades in 1986. Now, from first glance, immediately off the bat with Donkey Kong 3, you automatically know the difference. The gameplay style has been totally flipped on its back. Instead of a side-scrolling platformer, Donkey Kong 3 is now kind of a hybrid mixture of a platformer slash shooter. The new gameplay style in Donkey Kong 3 is so unique, in fact, I can't think of really another game like this. I enjoy the new gameplay aspect of this, and it was a welcome change to the series in my opinion, whereas the second title in the series kind of fell flat, and it wasn't the same rescuing Donkey Kong. At least in the third game, you're back to playing the protagonist and Donkey Kong is the villain again. Undeservedly so, this game gets a lot of hate from retro gamers. I don't really understand the hate. Every time I've played Donkey Kong 3, I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and I've always wanted to keep coming back for more to say I completed the game, at least get the high score. Now, one thing that I see they were trying to do at the time but just didn't really pan out was removing Mario from the series and replacing him with a new protagonist named Stanley the Bugman. Stanley the Bugman is the best you could come up with. That's kinda sad. Stanley the Bugman did appear in one other game, Greenhouse, for the Nintendo Game & Watch, and appeared as a trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee. But I did see what they were going for. Stanley the Bugman, while forgotten today, did appear in the little-known Donkey Kong cartoon in the early 80s. In Donkey Kong 3, your main goal is to take your sprayer, controlling Stanley, hopping up each platform to get Donkey Kong all the way up the poles. You have a bunch of plants at the bottom of the screen which you must protect from the insects and earthworms that are crawling around, plus various other enemies that are pretty random. If all your flowers are taken by the enemies, the round is also over. If you are touched by an enemy, you're also dead. All in all, I don't think Donkey Kong 3 deserves the bad reputation it's usually stuck with. It was an innovative risk they took at the time, and for me it paid off. I like the gameplay, the graphics, and the sound. It is classic.